Hello everybody, welcome back. Maybe it's been a while, maybe it's been 15 seconds. We just registered our first item into the game, and now we're going to be looking at adding a texture, model, translation, and item category for our mod. So, not required things. Sometimes you'll see people wait till the end of their mod to focus on these type of things. I just like to get it out of the way as quickly as possible. First off, let's focus on the translations. So, translations are stored in the assets file. I have the Minecraft assets over here, just on my desktop, so I can see how Mojang does things. So Fabric actually has a basic category here. We're just going to rename this to Echoing Void. Echoing Void being our mod ID that we set right up here. And then we're going to create a new directory called lang, and then we're going to create a new file called en_us.json. en_us is our language code. You can find more information on the Minecraft wiki. Not much to say besides that. For this, we're just going to have a single pair of little braces here. We have our item translation here. So item.echoingvoid.voidcrystal. Item being what it is. Of course, it's an item. Echoing Void is our mod ID, and Void Crystal is the name we registered it under. So, in some other areas of the game, like GUIs, like right here, miscellaneous, in code, it does not say miscellaneous. It probably says something like Minecraft.creativeinventory_misc title. And then it uses a translation file over here to set the title, to English or whatever your language is. So item.echoingvoid.voidcrystal, echoing void dot void underscore crystal. And then on the right side, we're just going to do void crystal. Let's restart our game. So to explain this quickly, this on the left, of course, is our translation key. This on the right is what we want it translated to. ENUS is our language. Of course, I'm an English user. I use the English translation in Minecraft. If I was using, say, the Korean translation, it's my understanding that you would see this right here, the untranslated version. And as you can see, it says Void Crystal. So our translations worked. Next up, let's focus on adding a texture and item model. So Minecraft resources and assets are split in two primary parts for items. You have the model, which is like the, how to explain it? It's kind of like the 3D idea behind an item model. So an item model can be 2D, but it can also be 3D. Like, for example, if you were using something like Blockbench and you made an item model, I actually have a tutorial on that, you would use that as your model. But for our purposes, we're just going to be using a blank image as our model. And then the texture, of course, is just what's overlaid on top of the model. To do this, let me just open my Minecraft assets on my other monitor. Create a new folder. We're going to have models, and we're going to have textures. Under models, we're going to have a folder called item. Under textures, we're also going to have a folder called item. And then inside item, let's see, we're going to be voidcrystal.json. That's our item model file. So what I'm doing now is I'm just browsing through the Minecraft assets, looking for a model file that'll work for my item. So I have acacia leaves up here. Anything works, really. Some items are special, most are not. I'm just going to copy this right here. I lied. Acacia leaves does not work because it's a block. Let me find the diamond sword. So this right here is the diamond sword model. The parent right here defines how it's rendered and held in your inventory. Handheld is for tools, where you hold it from the bottom left. For standard items, we're just going to use generated. And then layer 0 is just a texture. So we have to add on our mod ID to the beginning. So we're going to do echoing void, colon, item, void, underscore crystal. And then over here, so this portion refers to this package. And I have an asset on my desktop that I'm just going to drag over. Void crystal.png. It's entirely original. You've probably never seen it before. It's definitely not just a rehued emerald. Should be able to just close Minecraft, load it back up. Now, assuming everything goes right, we should not see anything on console that says warning related to models. And I don't see anything, so it looks like it worked. If you did have issues, right around here it would say can't load model or can't load texture, depending on what you did wrong. And as you can see, we now have our void crystal in-game. It's textured, it has a model, we can hold it. Looks kind of cool. Really the last thing we need to do is add an item category. And I was thinking about putting it in a separate video, but it's a little bit too small just to cover there. So we're going to have a public static final item group. I believe Fabric has an item group builder, yep. So new identifier, echoing void, item group. And then we need a supplier of item stacks, so I believe that would be return new item stack. Condense that down. The item stack here is just what appears in the menu. So, like the building blocks icon, I believe it's like bricks or something like that. That's exactly what this is. So in this case, we want to use our custom item. So all we have to do is go items.void crystal. And there's actually no parameters here. And over here, instead of itemgroups.misc, we can just go echoing void.group. There's no need to register item groups because you'd never use a registry for them. It just doesn't make sense. Load into our inventory. As you can see, we have this page system here. I believe this is Fabric at work. If you use the standard item group from Minecraft, which I believe is, I think it's just new item group. Yep. You can set the index, so if you wanted your item group to be before building blocks, you could. I don't know if Fabric you can. No, I don't think you can set the index of it, but so we go over here, we can see our void crystals up here is the icon. Of course, this right here is what I was talking about earlier with miscellaneous. How miscellaneous is not in fact miscellaneous in the code, it's just been translated. We can see that here. Our item group name has not been translated yet, so it's just itemgroup.echoingvoid.itemgroup. If we wanted to fix that, we would go back to our lang file over here, and just do exactly what we did for the item, but, you know, echoing void item group, or echoing void, whatever you want. That's about it for this tutorial. I think next time we'll focus on blocks. So, see you then.